Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to finish the rest of this look. So I did eyeshadow on this side and I did some cheek. So I'm going to do the same thing over here and then we are going to complete it. So thank you for tuning in with me. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am so glad that you are here. We do lots of tutorials here. Mainly we do skincare and makeup. So if you love skincare and makeup, make sure you subscribe and you tune in regularly with me. So to get started today, I just put a little of my concealer. I'm using light ivory concealer on my eyelid. And now I am going to take my cream color brush, and I'm gonna blend this out. So this is how I started on this eye. I actually have no sparkles today. So if you have ever watched any of my videos before, usually I never, ever create a look that doesn't have sparkles in it just because I love sparkles. I think that they make eyeshadow so much more fun. They also make things really blendable, but sometimes you just want an all matte eyeshadow look. So today, that is what I'm going to show you. So we're starting with concealer. Feel free to use your finger too. So usually if I were doing a full face of makeup, I would apply my eyeshadows before I apply my face makeup. And the reason is then you can kind of correct any of the fallout, or you can kind of, like I just kind of rubbed right there just to make sure that that's nice and blended. It would be more naturally blended if you were doing your face makeup after your eyeshadow. But anyhow, I'm gonna leave it just like that for a second. So I just used the concealer to lighten it up there. I'm gonna kind of let it dry for just a second. While I do that, I will do my cheeks. So here's how we're gonna do our cheeks today. So I'm gonna use these two right here. So we've got Latte Contour and then the Glazed Highlighter. And I'm gonna use the cheek brush, picking up mostly Latte, but then I am dipping it in the Glazed too. So kind of going back and forth. And then I'm going to put this right on my cheekbone, right underneath my cheekbone. And then I'm also going to take some of it and put it right up here along my forehead line. So you can see right here, I'm just applying it right along my forehead line, kind of right along this hairline. And then you can blend it in. Okay, and then just bringing it right down. You can see where it is right here on the side. All right, now I'm gonna take my all over blending brush and I'm just gonna do little circles to blend this out. So same thing up here. You can tell a big difference when I put bronzer on the top of my forehead to kind of make your forehead look a little bit smaller and just kind of create that little bit of an illusion. It also makes a really big difference when you put it on your cheeks too. It just kind of slims your cheeks. You can see where there's that little bit of a line there. It just defines that cheekbone. So after you contour, then you can add some blush. These are my go-to blushes. I love to mix them. But today I'm gonna use Wineberry, which is right up here. So it's kind of like a Merlot-ish, pretty dark purple, dark berry blush. Okay, there it is on. Now I'm going to just pat a little bit more, take the all over brush again and blend this out. Okay, and then the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back for the highlighter one more time, and I'm gonna pick up the Glazed Highlighter and put that right in kind of like a little bit of a C right here. So I'm just kind of patting right in a C. That's just gonna highlight that cheekbone, and then also it just adds a little shimmer over the top of that bronzer. And so I kind of created a bronzer. I should actually go back for a second. So we don't have a bronzer, but we have contour. So mixing the contour with the glazed highlighter really creates a bronzer. Okay, so now we can go back to the eyeshadow. All right. So the eyeshadow colors that I used today, I used some browns and some neutrals. That's what I've used. So I'm going to take my all over blending brush and I'm gonna pick up Hazelnut, which is right down here. It's a nice matte brown color that doesn't have much color to it. So it's a little bit of a lighter brown. And this is going to be a transition color, so I'm using this on top of the concealer because this is kind of the color that I want to I want it to blend with all the rest of the colors. So since this one is a little bit lighter, it's a great base to get started with. So I'm just kind of working this back and forth along my crease line here. Little circles. Right. And then just windshield wipering back and forth, back and forth. Okay, now that it's nice and blended, we've got the first layer on. Next, what I'm gonna do is I am going to take my crease brush. I'm gonna pick up right here. This is, let me see here. Okay, so right here, this one right here is the one I'm gonna grab. It's Mahogany. I'll put a little bit of that right in the crease line. To about the middle of the eye, maybe a little bit short of the middle of the eye. Now I'm going to take this brush again. I'm just going to blend. So I'm not adding any more color, just blending. Okay, now I'm going to go with the lighter color and then I'll come back to the darker colors again. So I'm going to take Biscotti, which is the cream matte. Put this on the lid and the inner corner to brighten this up. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of Sandcastle, which is this one right next to it. So it's almost like, I don't want to say yellow because it's not yellow. It just kind of has that little bit of a sand color to it. I'm just going to apply that over the Biscotti where I just applied the Biscotti. I also want to make sure right underneath my brow bone is nice and light. Okay, so now I'm going to darken it up just a little bit more. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to take my smudge brush. I'm going to take, actually first, I'm going to do this Mahogany right underneath this eye. And tell me down below, do you usually prefer mattes or shimmers? What do you usually like on your eyes? Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the same brush, so the smudge brush, I'm gonna pick up Onyx, which is the black, and I'm going to put this right along my lash line. And then also kind of create just a little bit of a V, just a little tiny V in this outer corner with this black. Okay, then I'm gonna actually take my crease brush. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the Mahogany right over the top of this. And that's just because I want the brown to blend with the black when I blend this out. Kind of soften it up a little bit. All right, now take your blending brush and let it blend. So windshield wipers back and forth and little circles, kind of keeping that black in this outer corner because that is where we want the darker color, but I do want it to blend nice and natural too. Okay, boom, there we go. Next, I'm gonna take just a little bit more of the Biscotti right here on this lid. Blend it out nicely. One last blend. Last blend, I'm taking a little bit of the Mahogany just on top to blend it out. Okay, now that my eyeshadow's all done, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put on a little bit of eyeliner. So the eyeliner I'm going to use today is the liquid eyeliner. I love this liquid eyeliner because it's really easy to apply. It's also very precise. It's waterproof, so it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, hang on. I guess you can't see like that either though. I was trying to make it so that you could see exactly where my hand was as I'm applying this. Okay, there we go. And if you want to shop any of these products that I have used, make sure you just check out my link right down below. I have my website right down there. I also will list all of the products down in the description as well. So just check down below in the description. You'll be able to find all the products right down there. So if you do want to recreate this look, you absolutely can. Again, this is a matte eyeshadow look, so there are no sparkles, no shimmers, nothing like that in this eyeshadow combination. It is all just matte eyeshadows. So, and I'm finishing it off with Lash Fanaroma mascara. And then on my lips today, I did a new color combination, which is kind of fun. I have a lipstick and a lip gloss on. So the lipstick that I have on is actually Midnight Red, which is kind of a deeper red color, but it lightened up really pretty with a lip gloss on top. This is Midnight Red. It is a semi-matte, so it's got a little bit of a matte look to it, and then I put on top of it Tawny Nude lip gloss, and it made a really pretty combination that I have on today. So I thought, especially with the matte eyes, the matte kind of brown eyes, I really liked a little bit of a red tint to it, but kind of a toned down red. So again, tell me what you think down below. Would you combine these two? And this is my second coat and my last coat of Lash Fanaroma. A little bit on the bottom, and then that's it. So like I said, if you have not yet subscribed here, make sure you do subscribe. Oops, I just had a mistake right underneath my eye. Let me just wipe that up for a second, and then I'm going to take a brush. I think that's usually the easiest way to get it off, is just kind of by brushing it right off like this. I guess I have one right here too. There, boom, gone. Okay, so anyway, thank you for tuning in with me today. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe here. If you want to shop anything, make sure you shop my website. That link is down below. Sign up for my email list. That link is also down below. That's where you're going to see any deals that I'm offering. I know Pink Weekend is coming up, so if you love to shop, good deal for Pink Weekend, make sure you're on my email list so that you get the information as soon as possible. So thank you for tuning in with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.